Hi everybody, Jazz here, and welcome to my YouTube video for the week of November 23rd, 2015. Today is International Doctor Who Day. That's right, a day when we can celebrate the wonder that is Doctor Who. Notice my t-shirt today is a commemorative t-shirt from T Fury. Wonderful folks, they do great t-shirts. And this is David Tennant as the 10th Doctor. It's very cool. I love this shirt. It's one of my favorites. And it just makes sense. I would drag it out on International Doctor Who Day. Well, it also happens to be the week of Thanksgiving. For all of you Americans out there, this is the week when we justify, in our own minds at least, the opportunity, right, and pursuit of overeating, both, dinner foods, dessert foods, snack foods, any foods whatsoever. This is our excuse to be thankful for eating tons of food. So happy upcoming Thanksgiving. This incidentally will also be my Thanksgiving video. So it's kind of covering dual purposes. Happy Doctor Who Day, happy Thanksgiving. We're just rolling and lumping everything in together. It's okay. It's all cool. Okay, so cue the turkey and pumpkin pie. Also notice, if you will, in the background over here, I've got two guest turkeys who are joining me today. They've been spared. They in fact they are protected turkeys. They don't have to fear Thanksgiving. They're going to have a nice, wonderful day. It helps, of course, that they are already just stuffed animals. But the point is those turkeys are definitely safe. Okay, moving on. Here's an update for you. Many of you have been asking me what's been happening with my rescue kitty. Some of you might recall that back on November 10th, Tuesday, November 10th, when I was out aerobic walking, I came upon this little kitten sitting on the curb. And I just happened to, walk past it and wished it well as I was going. And I looked back over my shoulder. It was just struggling to try to keep up after me. And I heard it mewing. And so I took it home. Many of you recall my most recent video where I talked about finding the kitty. Now, ultimately, I think I mentioned that the cat had a broken hip. Well, it turns out, as of last Thursday, they determined, I say last Thursday, it was Thursday before last actually, so we're quite a few days out, but they determined, the vet did after another successive x-ray, that the kitten had suffered 2 broken hips. It's just unimaginable. And I asked the surgeon, the doctor, a wonderful person, I said, Dr. Brown, how did this kitten manage to receive these types of injuries? Because if you just look at the kitten, there's no external injuries evident. And unfortunately, he said, well, let's not dwell on this, but unfortunately, that kitten is likely been thrown from a moving vehicle. How anyone could do something like that to a 12-week-old kitten, to any animal, never mind it's a kitten, any animal whatsoever, you're inhuman. You are obviously a person of low character. Anybody that would harm an animal like that is somebody that is just a rabid individual. So moving beyond that, last Monday, the 16th of November, the surgeon at the vet clinic performed double hip surgery on the kitten. Now, the kitten, many of you know, has already received a name, Patches. Her name is Patches. She's a lovely little thing, very friendly, loves people. She's gotten very playful, too, since her surgery recovery period. Well, I'm showing you some pictures right here. It's just, she's so gorgeous. She's just such a beautiful little kitten. And of course, now she's been shaved from about midsection back on her hindquarters because, of the double hip surgery. And they had to shave her right front leg a little bit because they had to insert an IV during the surgery. So poor thing, it looks like she's gotten into a bad fight with a Norelco razor and ended up on the losing end. But that's okay. She's going to be just fine. She's been receiving laser treatments to help speed the healing around the surgical areas. She's been resting well. Every indication is that she's going to recover nicely enough that she'll be a fully functional cat. She'll be able to play and jump. What they did was they removed the 2 circular tops of her femur, that the circular parts that kind of recess into the hip joint. They took those off and reinserted the femurs into the hip joint area. It's pretty much just like the front arms or front legs of a cat would be. So they just duplicated what the front of a cat's legs are like. They duplicated that on the back end. Now she's going to be an indoor cat. I am adopting her. Patches is going to be part of my family. She's going to be a wonderful sister to Tabby. So they're going to get along and be fast friends. But she will be an indoor cat the rest of her life. I can't make up for all the maybe horrible things that have happened to her leading up to the point she met me. But I can assure you, she's going to have the most loving, supportive environment she could ever dream of. She's going to have all the love and attention and safety and comfort that any animal could ever wish for. So she and Tabby will become fast friends, fast sisters. And you got to just love these pictures, by the way. I just have to say, some gorgeous, gorgeous photographs. Most of these were taken, of course, in the veterinarian clinic where she's spending the bulk of her time. They let her hobble around on the floor a little bit. And I say hobble, now that she's had the surgery, she's ambling around relatively well, which is remarkable given the level of surgery that she's had. She still has a mending right pelvis. That part of the pelvis bone on her right side, it was actually fractured in two. But X-rays recently have shown that the bones are mending naturally on their own. They're seated perfectly well, and she should have a full recovery. But of course, as anyone knows, broken bones take much, much longer to heal than other tissue injury. So it'll be a rehabilitative process with her. We'll take it slow and easy. She's been on pain medications the whole time she's been at the vet clinic, and they're starting to wean her off now. They're finding that she's in well enough shape. She doesn't need nearly as much pain meds as she did before. But we're going to give her treatments of glucosamine and other things that will help to assuage onset of things like arthritis and other things that will hamper her. She's supposed to have just a wonderfully long life. They said her mortality rate is no different than a perfectly well-treated kitten, say like Tabby was when I adopted her. So I'm very hopeful. She's going to have a really good life. And so I wanted to reassure many of you who've been so kind to ask about her, just to let you know, she's doing great. She's in great spirits. I mean, she's so friendly. The moment you put your hand in the cage and open up the cage, she wants to rub against your hand. She purrs. She's a happy kitten. In fact, all the ladies at the vet clinic, I mean, there's like 7, 8 ladies at the vet clinic, the vet's assistants. They've all fallen in love with her. They're all adopted family members too. So it's really wonderful, the nurturing support she's received. It's really great. They're awesome people up there. So thanks so much for all the inquiries about her, Patches. She's going to be fine. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep posting periodic photos so you can see her growth and development. I get to bring her home this Wednesday. That, of course, will be the 25th. That's the day before Thanksgiving. I'll bring her home sometime Wednesday and get her settled. Believe me, she's going to be all pampered and comfortable and happy. It's going to be really awesome. And, of course, I'm looking forward to Tabby having a companion. I think there's a lot of times Tabby really misses the opportunity to play around with other animals. So now there'll be 2 cats. I'll be the crazy cat guy in the neighborhood. I just see that happening. So anyway, it's exciting. It's going to be good. I'm really happy. All right. So that's what's going on. I've got Thanksgiving plans, having friends and family getting together, having lots of food. I am binge watching TV shows that I've been trying to keep up with. They've collected on my DVR, and so I'm trying to work through them. I've got, of course, all my usual shows from The Walking Dead, Doctor Who, and Jessica Jones just dropped this past Friday. So I'm blasting right through Jessica Jones. Awesome series. I'll talk more about that in my next video and give you an update. But that's about all for now. Everyone, I wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with friends and family. Until later, enjoy life, be kind to those around you, and happy reading. Peace.